I've been on and witnessed a whole lot of sovereign citizen car stops, but never have I seen one that ended up in a foot pursuit, a tasing, and 8 officers having to take the subject into custody on a ledge.
Honda Civic, no tag. Reason on top of you, no tag on your vehicle.
Well, the car is not registered.
Why is that?
Because I just put a motor in and I got to do the emission drive on it, drive cycle.
A lot of times I'm really cautious when a person pulls into a convenience store or a pharmacy parking lot like that, because sometimes they do that to try to fake us out and make us think that they really wanted to go there.
Bro, you got your license with you?
I don't have a driver's license. I'm not driving anywhere. I'm traveling.
Ding ding, sovereign citizen.
Hold on, stay in the car, stay in the car, stay in the car. Stay in the car. Stay in the car.
You going because I did not violate no law. I didn't violate no law. You violated my constitutional right.
Radio ear. When we hear step it up, that means that we're rolling code, lights, and siren, because that means that the subject is being violent or we see something that can be a very serious threat. Step it up is something that high priority on the radio.
I don't have no weapons. I haven't committed no crime.
Stay in the car.
I didn't commit no crime. I don't have no weapons. So if you're going to me, you might as well
in the car.
If you're going to me,
stay in the car.
If you're going to me, this is ridiculous.
73.
I'm gonna stay in the car. But you gonna me because just for driving?
Need a 73.
I'm asking you a question.
Stay in the car.
Look.
I'm gonna light your. Stay in the car.
Look. I'm asking you a question. You finna me for traveling.
Take a look at this taser and the subject that's inside the vehicle. That big jacket and what the officer could potentially hit with his taser. This is not an effective taser deployment. I'll talk about more a little bit later.
In the car.
I'm in the car. I got my hands out the car so you see I ain't got no weapons. What is you tripping on? What is you tripping on? I'm out the car so you ain't got no weapons.
Get out the car.
Now. Thank you.
Get out the car.
That's what I was trying to do.
Bro, you snatch away from me, we gonna have an issue.
I'm not snatch away from nobody. First of all, I'm asking you a question. I'm asking you what crime have I committed? I'm asking what crime have I committed?
Get paid.
Go ahead. Now see him.
Get over here.
Get over here. What you want to get over here? Push me. No. Stop. Hey, boy. Get over. Whoa. First of all, you got to tell me what crime I committed. Get over there. No. You got to tell me what crime I committed. This is not right.
Look at the drop if this guy breaks away and falls backwards. This could be potentially deadly to the subject and the officers.
What crime have I committed?
You drive with no license.
What you mean?
And no tag.
First of all, that is not a law. That's a state, that's a... Come on, man, that is not a law. Hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
I got his legs. Go.
Get down. Get your arm off me. Right now. Put your arm behind your back. Right now.
What you got?
Put your arm behind your back. Go ahead and put your arm behind your back. No.
Hold on.
All right, I'm gonna stun.
Stun.
Oh, shit. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
I got it.
Put your other hand behind your back. I'm on top of it. How the
Pull him over.
Ah, my neck.
Right there.
My neck.
Where you kicking?
Put your hands. Stop fighting. My neck.
Got it right here, right here.
All I asked you was what crime have I committed? We told you. What? That is not no crime. That is not even an arrestable offense. Come on, man. Stop the bull. Driving without a license is a crime. That is not no crime.
Easy.
Then what do you need a license for?
That is not a crime, though.
Then what is it?
It's a code.
Okay, let's talk about this tasing, the use of force, and the running, because there's a lot to unpack here. The taser, in my opinion, under the circumstances, was not the ideal tool. If you look back, both officers had out their tasers. If this goes to a deadly force situation, you have to transition to a firearm from a vehicle that's not been cleared and this guy who has a big jacket on. I am a graduate of taser school. I have been tased as an instructor. One is localized pain. What we saw at the end when they drive stunned him in his back. It hurts. A person who's committed can easily fight through that. NMI, where you have a spread of the prongs and it actually makes contact and embeds in the skin, is where you have neuromuscular incapacitation, where the body gets locked up. This is an incredibly important distinction to make, because you have people on the internet who know nothing about policing, know nothing about tasing, always say, pull out the taser. Why don't we tase him? Just tase him, just tase him, tase him. In my opinion, this was not the tasing time, because with that jacket, not gonna work. You're not gonna get the NMI. If he really wanted to fight, it could have went very, very differently.
Because it's not no crime. It ain't even no arrestable offense. That ain't even no arrestable offense.
You're gonna find out today.
Come on, what do you mean today? Y'all arresting me because you want to.
He's arresting you for
All right.
I didn't do
breaking the law.
nothing to
Sit in
him.
the car.
Okay, well sit down.
Sit down.
He came in.
Slide across.
No, when he was running, I was like, if I take him, that shit might not work.
With that coat on.
That's why when he was running,
That's
I knew
why I
I
let
wasn't
go,
gonna stop
because
him.
I thought you were going to tase him.
Yeah. Well,
Because I
knew-
had him around the neck, and I'm trying to take him down, but then I'm like, okay, he about to tase, let me let go. I was wondering, I should have communicated, but I was wondering what you were doing. I was like, cause that's when I had him right here, and I'm trying to pull him down, I'm about to choke him out. And then you was like, I'm like, oh, he about to tase, let me let him go.
Yeah. I was actually putting it back.
Yeah.
Putting it back.
What a resource draw. I counted at least 8 officers, and then having to roll code to this scene for this guy over what initially started off as a traffic situation.
No, we didn't. At first, he was in the car.
Yeah.
And he kept trying to push out the car, and I was holding the car shut, and I was like, no, you ain't getting out the car. And then he started coming back at him. We came back, tried to tase him, I let him go. And then, I guess because he had his jacket on, I wasn't going to do nothing anyway, so we ran over here. He was on this ledge, hanging off the ledge. He was about to jump off the ledge. We trying to pull him to keep from jumping.
You just traveling.
That's what I was doing. I was traveling.
How was you traveling?
I was traveling by my means of that's my car, that's my transportation, that's my daughter's car. I just put a motor in it. I need to drive it to get it passed through a mission.
You gotta drive it.
Huh?
So you had to drive it.
I have to test it.
Right, you said you had to drive it.
No, he said I was driving.
You just
I
said
what?
that.
Huh?
You just said you had to drive it.
No.
You just said that.
So you using word magic now.
You said you had to drive it,
no,
right?
you using word magic,
Did
right?
you not say that?
So, okay, you working.
Are you calling me a liar?
Yes, I am calling
All right,
you a liar.
we're done talking then. We're done talking.
Whenever fire's probably already there.
Let's think about the narrative here. If this guy ends up going over the rail from running from a traffic stop, the police are obviously going to be blamed, and there's going to be a side of people who are going to say that the police pushed him over, or let's say, God forbid, the police also go over and these people topple over this ledge, over a traffic violation, over this stupidity from this whole sovereign nonsense. It doesn't work. And now this guy's daughter's vehicle is likely going to get towed, his daughter's vehicle. The officers mentioned the traffic charges. Then you add on what the officers have mentioned about the resisting charges as well. And this guy is just digging a hole for himself. It never, ever works. I've never seen it work. If you have a video of it working, send it to me because I'd like to know. Share this with someone who you feel can be susceptible to this nonsense, because it is only going to be an L for them. They do not win. And if you like this kind of content, like and subscribe. And while you're at it, click on the video on your screen to watch more content just like this.